Well, hello everybody. I'd just like to welcome you and welcome Gulshan. Gulshan Kayembe is the Director of Incyte International. And I've been working with Gulshan for, well, let's not even begin to say how many years, Gulshan, but it's been quite some time. But Gulshan is one of our very esteemed consultants and has written a lot of our programs for us. She's a mine of information. And I'd like to talk to you today, Gulshan, just for a few moments about the Excellence in Mental Health Award that we have. And do you think you could just say very briefly why you think mental health is so important in schools and working to improve mental health, particularly in light of the pandemic situation, and also why the award is so useful for schools?
I think first of all, I think we're clear through COVID. There's been so much talk about mental health and well-being through COVID, and I think that's raised, I think everybody's understanding and certainly everybody's awareness that it is important that we pay attention to the health and well-being and mental health and well-being of not just our staff, but our pupils and indeed our whole school community. So I think from that perspective, it's absolutely key we do that. I think that awareness was being raised anyway, just simply because of the increasing amount of counselling that's needed in schools and the increasing numbers of our kids who, particularly through social media, are finding it affecting their mental health. But also, especially when you get into secondary schools, the number of girls who are getting so anxious that they're cutting themselves and they're self-harming.
Right.
So a whole range and raft of issues. And I think I'd add to that one of the biggest issues, which I don't think we've really tackled, and that's not recognizing when boys have mental health issues, because boys particularly present very differently to girls, and it's so much more likely that if you go to a mental health facility or an education facility in a mental health unit for teenagers or for children or young people, it's usually full of girls, and our boys end up, because their mental health needs, their anxieties, whatever you like to call them, tend to manifest in behavior, and then that behavior results in them being excluded from schools. So I think we need to learn to recognize the signs in both our boys and our girls about mental health issues early on, and provide early intervention and health, early intervention to support their mental well-being and health. Therefore, I think the award is a way of getting that external check to say, how well are we actually doing all these things, all the way through? And are we identifying and spotting at an early stage and providing the intervention and working with partners to get that intervention? So I think having that award will raise, or having somebody come in to do such an audit will raise all the right questions and get schools to think even more deeply about A, what they are doing, B, about what they could do more, and C, just making sure that more and more of our children and young people, and indeed staff, get that early help and that early intervention.
Absolutely.
And that the prevention's got to be absolutely the key. And I think that's wrapped up, I think, in making sure we're on the ball. And as I said, having an audit allows, then it means your school is really thinking seriously about it, and your school is wanting somebody to come in and ask those difficult questions and those deeper questions, but also provide pointers and lots of support and lots of information to help as well.
That was something that I really wanted to reassure people about, is that it's not about finding people out, it's about recognizing what they're doing well, but then also using the expertise that we have to help and support and improve what the school is already doing and make it even better.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, absolutely agree.
Gulshan, thank you so much. That's really helpful. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Caroline.
Bye.
Bye-bye.